Sometimes we as editors or business owners think about what is wrong with my business? What can I improve? Or even in my own life, what can I do better at? And oftentimes we don't even get down to the root result of what is wrong. We can spiral in our own minds because we're very emotional creatures, or we see the shiny objects around us and say, ooh, I think that might help. And in reality, it's just not worth it. And so one of the things that I've been doing, and I think God really showed me as I was journaling one day, is this three-step way of figuring out, like, what is even wrong with my business? What is wrong with me? First off, you write out the problem. And there are 3 P's, so it helps you remember a little bit. Find out what kind of problem that you're having. Let's use the example of I'm editing too slow. All right. And one of the things that I went to a business kickoff like for the new year, and the speaker there walked through 7 layers of asking why. Because when you ask why, it gets down to the root cause of the problem. So if I have a problem of low engagement, okay, so why do I have low engagement? It could be a number of things. But if I'm editing slow, why? You then have to be honest with yourself. Well, it's because I'm getting distracted with YouTube. Okay, well, why am I getting distracted from YouTube? Well, it's probably because I'm bored. Okay, well, why am I bored? Well, I wonder if I don't actually have a reason for doing what I'm doing. Okay, why? Well, I guess I've never thought about that. Why have you never thought about it? Well, it's probably because it's hard. So you go down the list of questions. You figure out why you're editing slow. And maybe it's because your work is not engaging. And in that case, that's a completely different solution to the problem than if you were to just say, oh, I need to just put my head down and actually get some presets or do something. Like, you can change your workflow, you can do all that. But if you don't get down to the root of the problem, and if that root is actually not having a purpose, then you have to sit down and figure out, why am I editing this in the first place? That's a completely different solution. And then from asking those questions of why till you get down to what you feel like is the root of the problem, and you might need to just ask why one more time just to make sure, then you can resolve a principle based off of the result that you got. So if the problem is I don't love what I do, the principle is I'm going to edit what I love. From there, you figure it out. Figure out the problem, the root problem, and then you'll see everything else getting taken care of. For me, when I tried this with another problem that I have in my business, I found that it was closely tied to my identity and the fact that I was insecure. I wasn't coming up with ideas because I didn't think it was worth it. And it ended up being a problem where I just really had to work it out with between me and God. And I feel like it's progressing. We're getting somewhere with it. Not just like the surface level problem of my business, but like the root of me and God, like the relationship. So I hope this is useful for you. And if it is, please let me know in the comments. Until then, you can watch the video right here where I break down, how to leverage your business using editing. I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless.